Welcome back to Ride Empire, the home of pure American muscle and timeless legends. Today, we bring you a masterpiece that stands as a bridge between power and practicality, the 1972 Ford Ranchero GT, painted in a striking bright yellow that demands attention from miles away. As the camera glides across the front, the first thing that captures your soul is that wide chrome grille, bold, aggressive, and full of attitude. The twin round headlights shine like the eyes of a wild beast ready to roar, while the GT emblem sits proudly on the hood, marking its place in the history of American power. Every curve on the front tells a story of an era when cars weren't made to just move, they were built to dominate. The chrome bumper glistens under the sunlight, and those black hood stripes scream performance, hinting at the V8 thunder sleeping beneath. You can almost hear the rumble, that deep growl of a muscle heart waiting to awaken. This front end isn't just about looks, it's about legacy. The Ranchero GT carries the attitude of the 70s, when design was daring, engines were loud, and every drive felt like freedom. From the slant of the hood to the sparkle of chrome, every detail reflects Ford's unmatched craftsmanship. So as you stand face to face with this icon, you're not just looking at a car. You're looking at a legend reborn, a machine that captures the very essence of American strength and soul. This is the 1972 Ford Ranchero GT, and this is where Ride Empire celebrates the golden roar of history. From the back, the 1972 Ford Ranchero GT stands like a lion resting after a long run, calm, powerful, yet always ready to charge again. This isn't just a rear view, it's the final statement of muscle, metal, and American pride. As the sunlight touches the bright yellow paint, every curve along the tailgate glows with pure 70s nostalgia. The GT badge shines proudly, centered like a badge of honor, while the dual rectangular taillights flicker with vintage charm, a design that still turns heads even after 5 decades. The chrome bumper gleams like liquid silver, reflecting the world around it, a symbol of the craftsmanship that made the Ranchero GT more than a car, it was an experience. From the back, you can see its true dual nature, part muscle car, part pickup truck, and all attitude. The rear bed sits strong and wide, built to carry anything yet styled to impress everyone. Every inch of that tail end whispers stories of open highways, roaring engines, and sunsets over dusty American roads. It's the kind of rear design that tells you, this machine wasn't made to hide. It was made to be followed, admired, and remembered. As the camera circles slowly, the exhaust pipes glisten beneath, hinting at the raw V8 power that once shook the ground beneath it. That deep rumble still echoes in its spirit, a reminder that true classics never fade. This back view is not just metal and paint, it's a reflection of a golden era where every detail mattered. Where every drive meant freedom, and where cars like the Ranchero GT defined the American dream. Standing proud in yellow, framed by sunlight and chrome, this legend continues to inspire. Because the 1972 Ford Ranchero GT isn't just a vehicle, it's a timeless roar written in steel. From the side, the 1972 Ford Ranchero GT tells a story that few cars could ever match. A story of rebellion, muscle, and pure American soul, where strength met style, and utility became art. This long, low, and wide silhouette cuts through the air like a blade of chrome and steel. The bright yellow body shines under the sunlight, reflecting the bold spirit of the 70s, a time when cars had personality, power, and presence. Every line, every curve, and every reflection speaks of Ford's confidence in creating something truly different. The GT side stripes stretch across the doors, shouting attitude and pride. The chrome mirrors, door handles, and fender trim sparkle as the light moves, all perfectly balanced against that powerful stance. Those 5-spoke muscle wheels grip the asphalt with authority, completing the image of a car built to rule the open road. From this angle, you feel its dual identity, part muscle car, part pickup truck, a bold experiment that became a legend. It's not just beautiful, it's practical, strong, and unafraid to stand out. That's what makes the Ranchero GT so iconic. It broke every rule and still looked perfect doing it. The side profile shows power and proportion, a flawless blend of aggression and grace. The sloping hood, elongated cabin, and rugged bed tell you this isn't just a machine, it's a lifestyle. It's for the dreamers, the drivers, and those who believe that the road is the only place where freedom truly lives. As the camera moves down the line, sunlight rolls across the paint like liquid gold, revealing a body that's aged like fine art, bold, beautiful, and untamed. You can almost hear the rumble echoing through the side panels. That deep American heartbeat that never fades, never dies. This is the side view of power, the profile of passion, and the definition of muscle history captured in a single frame. The 1972 Ford Ranchero GT, standing tall, glowing in yellow, and proving that legends never grow old, they just keep shining brighter. Welcome inside the heart of a true American classic, the 1972 Ford Ranchero GT. From the outside, it's all muscle, chrome, and attitude. But once you step inside, you feel something deeper, the soul of an era when cars had character, and driving meant freedom. The moment you slide into those black leather bucket seats, time seems to slow down. You can smell the aged leather, hear the soft click of the metal gear shifter, and see the world framed through the chrome-rimmed windshield. Everything about this cabin is mechanical, raw, and honest, built for drivers, not computers. The dashboard stretches wide with wood grain trim and analog gauges that glow with a warm amber light. Each dial, each needle tells a story, of long highways, open skies, and engines that never quit. The three-spoke steering wheel carries the classic Ford emblem, a reminder that this was a time when power was personal. The radio knobs, manual air vents, and metal toggle switches give that satisfying click. A sound that belongs to a world before touchscreens and silence. You can almost imagine cruising down Route 66, windows rolled down, wind cutting through the summer air, and that deep V8 rumble echoing like thunder through the cabin. Sunlight spills in from the windshield, gliding across the leather seats and reflecting softly on the chrome edges of the dash. The gear lever stands tall, inviting you to shift into power, while the classic instrument cluster stares back with confidence, like the eyes of a legend that's seen decades of asphalt. Every inch of this interior is a time capsule. From the stitching on the seats to the texture of the steering grip, everything screams authenticity. No plastic, no pretension, just raw design, meant to make you feel connected to the road and to the machine. This isn't just a cabin, it's an experience. It's the cockpit of an American dream, where drivers once wrote stories in miles, not words. A place where muscle met meaning, and freedom wasn't a slogan, it was a feeling you could touch. So when you sit behind that wheel, you don't just drive the Ranchero GT. You become part of its legacy, part of a time when engines spoke louder than words. And the open road was the only destination that mattered. The 1972 Ford Ranchero GT, inside and out, it's more than a car. It's a heartbeat of American history, still alive, still roaring, still unforgettable. This is where the real heartbeat of the beast lives. The soul of the 1972 Ford Ranchero GT, its mighty V8 engine, built to roar louder than time itself. Lift that hood, and you're greeted by pure mechanical beauty, a piece of living history forged in steel and chrome. At the center sits the massive V8 block, wearing its 351 Cleveland, or 429 Cobra Jet, badge like a medal of honor. The chrome air cleaner gleams under the sunlight, while the metal pipes, hoses, and wiring weave together like the veins of a giant ready to awaken. Every nut, every bolt, every sound of this engine speaks of a time when cars weren't silent. They had voices, they had tempers, they had heart. The engine bay might be simple by today's standards, but that's exactly what makes it magical. It's raw, it's honest, and it's powerful. The blue engine block contrasts perfectly with the yellow exterior. Like thunder meeting sunlight, a perfect balance of beauty and brawn. When the ignition turns, the deep growl of the V8 fills the air, sending vibrations through the chassis, through the steering wheel, straight into your soul. This isn't just an engine, it's a living symbol of American engineering. A masterpiece built in an age where horsepower ruled the streets, and every rev of the motor was a promise of speed and freedom. As the camera moves closer, you can see the chrome valve covers glistening, the belts spinning, and the fans whirring, a synchronized symphony of motion and metal. You can smell the fuel, feel the heat, and hear the deep rhythmic pulse that defined the muscle era. Every detail here is authentic. No plastic covers, no fake sounds. Just real craftsmanship, precision, and raw performance. This engine wasn't designed to whisper, it was designed to roar. To make the ground shake and to remind everyone